Russell Wilson apparently talking to Carmelo Anthony. And like I said, that's a storyline I never thought I'd be hearing here. Now, Russell Wilson was talking to Connor Orr of SI. He said, honestly, I feel like I'm 25 years old all over again. And I think part of that is just physically, I feel great. Mentally, I feel amazing in terms of it's possible. You know what I mean? And I think ultimately a big part of that is the people you're around, the players, the coaching staff, the mentality of the guys, and then being in the city. The energy of it is for people that like to be fast paced, which is me. Me and Carmelo were talking about this. He's like, man, this is the perfect place for you to reestablish and have everyone realize who Russell Wilson really is, but not just how you play on the field, but what you do, the community, and different things you're able to impact. And people, it doesn't get any bigger than New York City.
I mean, it doesn't. So.
I just would not have thought Carmelo Anthony and Russell Wilson talking. Right? Like that was not on my bingo card for the Giants offseason.
No, but I mean, it's also something that's not far-fetched. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they're both celebrities. They're both past their prime. Yeah, you know, like
it's fair.
Not to be a jerk about it, but that's where we're at. So yeah, I mean, makes somewhat sense. I mean, obviously, Melo was a big star 10 years ago. Russell Wilson was a big star 10 years ago. Like they're probably some kind of circles, but you know, wasn't Melo's ex-wife like a music artist of some kind as well?
I believe so.
Anthony, was that her name? I think. I don't know. I don't get into like the TMZ kind of stuff too much, really. You know, but like I said, it's definitely a fluff piece. Jay definitely called it out, right? Saying what he said there when he says, I think cringe our Russ's agent owed Connor Orr a favor. That was pathetic. I think Connor Orr owed his agent a favor. I think it's reverse because, yeah, that's a line that, oof, oof, that's a typical Russell Wilson line. You could have told me that was, you know, here's a quote. Who did this? Who said this? I would have said Russell Wilson immediately. Absolutely. Like this is a Russell Wilson line. Like you give credit to like your coaching staff and the other players. You talk about, you know, you break down yourself though, mostly primarily, and then you name drop like you wouldn't believe. Like, if that's not a Russell Wilson kind of thing, but listen, he's 36 years old. I think people also got to realize that 36 years old, there are players that are washed up at that point. There are also players that aren't. You know, look at a couple of years ago, Joe Flacco with the Browns. I'm not going to sit there and say there's no chance he does anything good with the Giants, guys. But I do think that it's more than likely we're not going to get too upset when he gets pulled.
No, but at the same token, like, it's like love him or hate him. Like everyone's thinking he's going to be the guy that comes back in 2012 Russell that's going to throw 5,000 yards, rush this and that, have a phenomenal season. We're not going to get that. There's also people saying he's washed up. There's nothing that's going to happen out of this guy, and he's just garbage. And he's going to be pulled after like 3 games. That's not going to happen either.
There's middle ground.
It's very fair to say like there's a middle ground. Like he's probably going to get like 3,500 yards in that ballpark, maybe closer to 3. Probably, I'm going to say 3,500. You know, bold guess on the year.
Part of it, honestly.
Yeah, if he plays full year.
Yeah, and you know, I'm going to call it right now that Russell Wilson's going to be okay, and that's it. Like he's not going to we're not going to go out and win games because of him. We're not going to necessarily sit there and say we lost games because of him either. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to put him on a pedestal because we're so used to Daniel Jones and, you know, Tommy DeVito and these guys that are like just not good. Like we're happy if they get 150 passing yards. So of course the guy that's going to get 200 passing yards is going to seem great.
Yeah. When he breaks 300 yards for a game, we're like, what was this?
That guy looked like Drew Lock against the Colts. What happened? Like,
What, in the past 5 years, right?
yeah,
Twice that's happened. Maybe 3 years. It's happened for Giants. Drew Lock, and there was like one time with DJ.
yeah. Well, I think it was. I think Daniel Jones did it once or twice against the Commanders. That was the one team he could play well against, was the Commanders.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure
300 yards. I think it's one time 22.
I want to say he did it like in 21 or something like that. He had a really 20 and 21. He had a really amazing game, and on top of that, I want to say he had a like him and Barkley both went off. Barkley had almost like 200 yards, something like that. So, but like I said, I think that's what it is. Is that we got to recognize also the bar shouldn't be for him where Daniel Jones was.
No,
because if that and we go to here, then we're missing all this area up here, and in the process, you can sit there and go like, what the hell? Like, we're gonna be that like, and I hate to use the analogy because let's be honest, as Giants fans, we love it right now. We'd be like the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're happy with here, you're happy going 9-7 and barely sneaking into the playoffs every single year. You know, or you're happy like being the Cowboys and getting into the playoffs almost every year, but getting out in the first round. Like I'm sorry, this is not the team for that.
No.
We're the ones who are supposed to get one ring a decade. We're halfway there, and we haven't got one yet.
Living on a prayer.
Anyway.
Thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the Goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you.